Thinking about spending more than 40 grand on a Volkswagen? Well, this is a pretty good way to do it. Hi, I'm Mike Perkins from CarGurus, and this week I've been driving the 2017 Volkswagen Golf R, a 300 horsepower all-wheel drive hatchback that offers adaptive suspension dampers, a dual clutch automatic, and 53 cubic feet of storage. This year, the R adds the previously optional driver assistance package as standard equipment, but with the excellent visibility that the R has, I'm just not sure how much it contributes to the overall attractiveness here. I mean, look around this cabin. There are no blind spots to be found here, and that's a really welcome change because I feel like half the cars I get into anymore, I just can't see out of the damn things. Here the view is unobstructed to any corner, but with the driver assistance package, the R gets bolstered by front and rear parking sensors, a lane departure warning and intervention system, plus auto high beams, and that's all nice, but is it necessary? Earlier this year, you could get into a base Golf R for $37,575. And that omitted a lot of the safety systems you see here, the blind spot monitoring with cross traffic, the frontal collision warning system with intervention, the adaptive cruise, but that trim was in really limited supply. I'd be surprised if you could still get your hands on one. Now all you can get is this trim, which is slightly awkwardly named the Golf R with DCC and navigation. It comes with all those safety features, plus the now standard driver assistance package and a navigation system. But the real meat is in those three little letters, DCC. Now that stands for Dynamic Chassis Control, and it adds adaptive suspension dampers to the R, which means you can cruise around in comfort or run it in race mode or come up with a custom profile of your own. Now, the base version, that allows you to make adjustments to the steering effort, the throttle response, even the exhaust note, which actually does boom quite a bit for a little Turbo 4. But here, you can make adjustments to the suspension as well with just one press of a button. So you can cruise up to the mountains in comfort and then make things a lot sportier once you get there. The price? $41,295 for a Golf. That's tough for a lot of people to swallow, so let's break it down a bit. Base price on a Golf is 20 grand, so at first glance you're looking to more than double the price, but that's not really a fair comparison. To get even close, we should be starting with the GTI, which has a base price of $25,595, one of the best deals on the market right now. For that, you'll get amazing handling, the same cargo capacity as the R, front-wheel drive, 220 horsepower, and 258 pound-feet of torque. However, if you want everything you see here, the safety systems, the navigation, the dynamic chassis control, that can only be had on the GTI's top-tier Autobahn trim. And if you fit it with the dual clutch auto, you're already over 37 grand. That's the same price as the base R you could buy earlier this year. And with that, you're getting an extra 72 horsepower, an extra 22 pound-feet of torque, and all-wheel drive. So let's talk about needs. Do you need 300 horsepower in a compact hatchback? No, nobody does. But that kind of thinking is what gets you Yugos and K-Cars and Dodge Neons, so let's not go down that road. Do you need Haldex 4Motion all-wheel drive? Unless you live in a particularly snowy area, the answer to that is likely no as well. Do you need a dual clutch automatic and adaptive suspension dampers? Unless you're racing, that's probably a firm no too. But the fact that you can get all of this in a car that costs around 40 grand, has an interior this classy and well put together, and can haul 53 cubic feet of your crap, that's a pretty good deal. Listen, I've driven all three, the Golf, the GTI, and the Golf R, and they're all great. The base Golf R without the DCC, that has grip to spare and a chassis that'll offer you as much feedback as you could ever want. I mean, it'll exceed the skills of most drivers on the road. The navigation system is nice, but with standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it isn't as tempting as it once was. And the safety systems, I mean, Are they really necessary in a car with visibility and braking as good as it is here in the R? I mean, this will come to a stop from 60 miles an hour in just 100 feet. I mean, sure, give me adaptive cruise, but blind spot monitoring, lane keep, parking sensors? I mean, look at this interior. Okay, I don't love the piano black trim. It's gonna scratch just as soon as you drive it off the lot. And the interior ambient lighting that's in here, it's a little too close to the e-Golf's color for my tastes, but the room in here, even in the back seat, I mean, I can fit back there. And I know this is a small thing, but this is one of the best functioning stereos that I've ever experienced. Here it's an upgraded Fender unit with 9 speakers and a 400-watt amp, but what I love is the tuning knob. I mean, say you're listening to a song and you like it, but you're not in love and you want to see what's on the other satellite stations. Here, when you turn the knob, you don't go off of the song that you're already on. It just shows you what's on the other stations, and the information is immediately available. On other systems, when you turn the knob, it'll either turn you off of the song you're listening on, or if it doesn't, it'll take like a second or two for the information from the stereo, what song is playing, to show up on the screen. Or even worse, you got to go through the touch screen to get there. This is exactly how every single stereo should function. Like I said, a little thing, but it makes the difference. No, I think I'd rather just save $4 and go with the base R, the one without the DCC, the navigation, and the safety systems. In fact, since this is California, and the worst weather that I usually have to deal with is foggy, I'd probably go with a sport trim GTI, and then I'd save another $10. Plus with that, I'd be getting 25 city miles per gallon and 34 highway, as opposed to the Golf R's 23 city and 30 highway. Now, I know all this sounds like I don't think the R is worth the price, and I promise that's not the case. Listen, 300 horsepower and torque in a compact hatch with all-wheel drive, adaptive dampers, and a dual-clutch automatic, that's a hell of a deal. It's just that the Golf and the GTI are even better deals, so the R's got to work twice as hard just to prove its point. What I really want is a price drop for the base R, a driver-inspired rally car that will complement the luxury appointed but also race-ready trim that this hatch represents. Hey, thanks for watching. For full details on the 2017 Golf R, just click the link in the description. You can head over to CarGurus.com and read my full review. And for more reviews, just subscribe to the channel.